when I forget I pull for fight on. I'm struggling. All of these are mocktails today, y'all. The robot needs to touch grass. And how cute is this one? Can you be added to the character pool? Can the little one drink? I don't think the little one's old enough. It looks like juice. How do you have a dash of collaboration and extreme rebellion at the same time? Just a thought. Hello, friends and gamers. I have a headache. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a Star Rail event. I think we could probably finish this in like an hour. Just saying. Quite frankly, I almost did this off camera, but I heard good things about it. So, old brews and new friends. We're going back to Penacony. I never left Penacony, not yet. So we have just under 12 hours to get this done. Should be totally doable. The Crisis Airs restaurant thing also ends today, but that's going into the archive. So we're gonna do that at a later date, probably once we actually reach where we're supposed to be, which is Amphorius. But we're gonna do this one today. So the special mixed recipe salvaged from, my box is covering it, but I don't care enough. The special mixed recipe salvaged from Dreamflux Reef contains the miraculous power to disturb synesthesia dreamscapes. You have become a drinksmith as invited and are about to encounter friends unexpectedly. Together you will experience one fantastical escapade after another. We're gonna early unlock. We're supposed to do all these things beforehand, but we're just gonna unlock it now because this is not a archive event. So we're gonna finish it today. Hopefully it doesn't throw me into anything, but because I early unlocked, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem, and that we're on screen, so like we're recording, we should be okay. I'm still pulling for Ceredra, by the way. We will be doing that in this video. I'm kind of building pity, kind of not, but there he is. Me when I forget I pull for fight on. Zoom all the way in. God, he takes up so much of the screen when you zoom all the way in. Like, Sunday. I bet he doesn't, yeah, Sunday does not take up that much of the screen. He takes up so much of the screen, wow. I love him. God, okay. We have to talk to Siobhan, which is always a pleasure. I don't know if it's voiced. I might have to voice. So this is from Penacony long ago now. Yes, it is not voiced. So I have to remember what Siobhan sounds like. It's funny because I think the last time we saw Siobhan, I was like, you know, I bet if I tried, I could do a really good Siobhan impersonation. I don't think I could do that today. I don't remember what she sounds like. Okay. Siobhan says, what a rare visitor. You picked the perfect day to drop by. Take a look at this. Signature recipes from, I don't remember how to say that. Hanunue? Well, just fine, sure. Let's go with it. Hanunue's rebellion days. My buddy from Dreamflux Reef fished them out of a pile of junk. Apparently, these concoctions can blend with memoria, blur consciousnesses, sure, and create fascinating synergies with synesthesia. I'm struggling. Dreamscape. Producing unexpected effects on the drinker. I'm completely tied up right now, but you've always seemed interested in mixology. Want to give it a try? No, I am not interested in mixology. I don't even drink, so I have no idea what we're doing. All of these are mocktails today, y'all. But recipes are absolutely part of my trailblazing mission. Sure, I don't think I'm good at this, but sure. We say, if I may be honest, I'm the apprentice of the legendary drinksmith Master Shush. Sure, what the hell, fine. Siobhan says, who's that? What a peculiar name. If they're a drinksmith worthy of your respect, you should introduce us sometime. Oh, that's why, that was probably one of the recommended things. Shush is probably the drink robot in the Astral Express. That makes more sense now. Okay. We think to ourselves, how can the Express's chief drinksmith be unknown in Penacony? Shush really should get out more. Literally said the robot needs to touch grass. We'll just highlight their prestigious, or well, they're the achievements, the legendary achievements, sure. We say, in its pursuit of mixological perfection. What is with the language used in this quest mission story thing? Why is there so many big words? It's Sunday. I have not had any caffeine this weekend because I keep waking up too late for it. So like, these are big words and I'm a reader. Anyways, it endured devastating destruction. Shush, we're talking about Shush. Thankfully, a traveler from another world provided aid, now enabling its glorious rebirth. Siobhan says, oh my, what a legend. Clearly someone important. This calls for a toast. But back to business. The recipes mention a drink that supposedly makes the drinker agree with absolutely anything, and my voice is going now, that's awesome. I've been in this trade for years, but never once heard of such an outlandish signature recipe. Seeing is believing. Let's see some actual results. Why don't you try mixing one according to this recipe? I want to see your skills firsthand. Okay, Siobhan. So we have, I think I know what the tutorial one is because it was a haha funny on Twitter. We need the mini wine glass. So this one, mini wine glass. Cups of different sizes allow varying ingredient portions. Yes, this makes total sense. So we hit next now. We want a large amount of ice. So we do more ice. I guess that's, I would think more ice is more than that. But so we have to max out sugar. To craft better drinks, let me explain stats. Okay, so we have like an actual tutorial now. A drinksmith's trained eye allows you to see the 3 attributes in a beverage. Each has 2 types of inclinations. So it's like a spectrum. Adding different ingredients shifts these attributes' inclinations, matching the different extents described in the special mix recipe, such as a little bit or super. Recipe phrasing is intentionally vague, so please judge the requirements carefully using contextual cues. Listen, usually I can get my context clues right, but I'm not a drinker, so this could be a problem. Try adding a serving of practitioner pepper. Oh, because they have different, like, numbers. Okay, where should we put the box? Because I'm like, there's not really a good place for the box. I'm still covering practitioner pepper if I go here. But if I go in the bottom of the screen, then we'll eventually run into the problem of we're going to be covering text. I mean, we could go over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. This works. I just still have to read out the hints myself, probably. Yeah, this works. We get enough information here, right? Yeah, okay. So the recipe hints are that it is maxed out on sugar and the flavor goes extremely mellow. So we're looking at sweet and mellow. So we obviously want practitioner pepper because that's the sugar one, and now it's maxed out on sugar, and it needs to go extremely mellow. So one requirement for the approval recipe is met. Okay. Can you fulfill all recipe requirements to mix a drink with the approval effect for me? Oh, extremely mellow. Oh, so we need minus on that one. So puffer goat milk is also minus on the like refreshing and thick. So I think we should be okay there. So we do puffer goat milk, and then rejuvenating soda would probably, or soothing soda. Because we need what, -1. That actually probably does work. Yeah, that works. It's extremely mellow. There is a little bit, it's refreshing as well, but like we did it. We did it. Okay, next. Recipe wants a sliced lemon. How cute is this one? Trans rights and all that, yeah? Complete mix. I think it's opposite actually of the flag. But after drinking, the person will agree with everything. Every family head has fantasized about pouring this down their political rivals' throats. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. Thank you. We say, please enjoy, and we can hand over the drink. I'm not going to roll my eyes at Siobhan. I love her too much. She says, impressive. I can see you know what you're doing. I'll sample it myself. So Siobhan drinks without hesitation. Such professional dedication is truly commendable. She says, the profile is odd, but beyond that, nothing extraordinary. Does it actually do that? Make people agree with absolutely anything? It's just a drink. Ask me something and let's see if it works. What's a fun one? Can you be added to the character pool? Immediately, I didn't even think about it. I saw that one. It was like, can Siobhan be playable? Listen, we need 4 stars. I would gladly take Siobhan as a 4-star any day. Just I want her to be playable, please. I'm begging. She's so cool. She says, absolutely. Though, what exactly is a character pool? Is it something like the dream pools? But she actually agreed. HoYoverse, I'm counting on you for this one. This video is going up months from when it's actually recorded, right? This better age very well. I'm counting on you, HoYoverse. Siobhan laughs and says, wonderful. The drink actually works. I knew I could count on you. From now on, you're our guest drinksmith at the Dream Jolt Hostelry. All our ingredients and equipment are yours to use. Mix up your own unique recipes and create lasting memories with unexpected guests. May these signature recipes be the beginning of many remarkable adventures for you. Drinks are on the house today. So while serving customers, recreate 5 of Siobhan's special drink recipes. Okay. The special guest drinksmith at the hostelry is now officially on duty. So we are doing guest group 1. All set up and ready to open. So the Herdas have arrived. I guess this is a heavy hitter for the first guest. Can the little one drink? I don't think the little one's old enough. Herda says, why am I so shocked? I told you, I'm everywhere. And then the puppet says, Madame Herda toys with the cosmos like a child with playthings. Madame Herda is a peerless gem. Madame Herda is an unrivaled genius. I can't keep a straight face. Herda says, ahem. The sycophant algorithm in the replica personality module seems a bit overfitted. Don't mind it. Long-standing bug. I like how it's like programmed to like compliment her. And like, she's like, oh, it's a bug. Don't worry about that. And she's just, either it is a bug and she just doesn't fix it because she likes to be complimented, which is kind of funny. Or she's lying. It's not actually a bug, but she doesn't want to make it look like she loves compliments that much. She says, then again, compared to a genius strolling the universe, seeing a Stellaron mixing drinks beyond the lounge might just be the greater marvel. Yeah, because she thinks we're just a Stellaron. Let me guess. Working on something new again? All right, let's run a test. A new drink recipe. Let's go. In the recipe titled Personality, the words growth and reversal appear faintly. We say this blend seems to affect the drinker's personality. Could be useful for your puppet. The puppet can drink. What do you know? Herda says, oh, being surrounded day and night by a chorus of echo chambers gets dull fast. I've tweaked the replica personality module myself, but the results were lackluster. After all, how can a tiny puppet think like a genius? If puppets had their own opinions, at least they could come up with more original compliments. Might as well give it a try. I'll consider it patronizing your business. And then the puppet says, it's an honor to serve Madam Herda. Let's just begin mixing. All right, so large or extra large? Let's go with large. It doesn't matter which one. I feel like giving the wine glass to the tiny puppet feels a little wrong. So we'll do this one. We need to select ice. I guess we can just do any. More ice looks right with this drink because it's a big one. Okay, so the special mix recipe records 2 possible outcomes that can be produced from the same drink. The 2 effects of each drink are independent. Feel free to mix them according to your preference. Okay, so this is going to be a bit much. You can try mixing known effects or challenge yourself with hidden effects that have completely different tastes and properties. The 2 effects are independent of each other, so feel free to mix them however you like. So we have growth and the question marks. So step 1 is unshakable confidence. What does that mean? Oh, so unshakable confidence is probably top confidence and then a dash of collaboration. So it'd be like 1 collaboration. And then it needs to be bitter and extremely rebellious. I think we might not do extremely rebellious. We might just try to stay in between collaboration and rebellion, maybe. I don't know. But also Herda says, if only my puppet were more opinionated. So maybe we do go for the hidden one. Let's start with unshakable confidence. Unshakable confidence, we need, if you're going to be opinionated, you got to have confidence, right? So we want something with a bunch of the light bulb. So we're going to go soothing soda, right? We'll start there. And then a dash of collaboration. I think instead we're going to switch over to the special hidden one. We want something bitter, so something with minus sweetness to like counteract that, or even plus bitterness. But we don't have anything with bitterness on the ingredients, so we are going to have to go for like minus sweetness instead. So probably the ultimate syrup and the red sunset sauce. Yeah. So of those 2, we want extremely rebellious. So ultimate syrup for sure. And then let's go here. We did get a dash of collaboration, so technically we hit both of those. And now we need to kind of add more stuff, right? Because the drink isn't full. So extremely rebellious. I don't want to mess with the confidence, so instead we'll add some red sunset sauce. Yeah. I feel like this is in the middle because it's extremely bitter. We have unshakable confidence, a dash of collaboration. We don't have the extreme rebellion, but we can add a little bit more. So I'd probably maybe another red sunset sauce. Yeah. Okay, I feel like this might work. Do we want to stir it? Sure. It's pretty, it looks like juice. All right, let's give it a shot. You can only move on to the next step if your mixing method is correct. Okay, so I did get that wrong. Awesome. All right, so we had the soothing soda, yeah. And then we had, I guess I have to do all of them. I have to make all of them work somehow. Okay, so how would you make that work? Then I think I did ultimate syrup and then red sunset sauce. So that doesn't count. Okay, so the mixing had nothing, or the stirring had nothing to do with it. How do you have a dash of collaboration and extreme rebellion at the same time? Just a thought. Next skip after the glass is full. Okay, so flavor goes extremely bitter. What if we just do more of that? Needs to be full. Okay, you can make growth. Oh, okay, that was right. Okay, next, choose decoration. So what would be... I feel like the origami birds are very opinionated. Let's add a little origami bird. Why not? Complete mix. So we have the growth one. After drinking, the person will become the person they subconsciously aspire to be, though the effect only lasts 1 minute. That's kind of cursed a little bit. Yeah. We say, please enjoy. So we can hand over the drink. And we got the growth drink. So we got 1. The puppet says, thank you. I'll collect the sensory beacon's feedback data. Okay. According to the recipe, we say, this drink enables the drinker to grow into their true essence, as they subconsciously aspire to be. Watch it like aspire to subconsciously be Herda. Their true essence, Herda says. That really does sound like magic. That's kind of cute coming from her, because her whole bit, she had like Herda's magic kitchen. But the person the puppet most wants to become, who else could it be but me, Herda? We might just end up with 2 of me staring awkwardly at each other. At Herda's prompting, the puppet took a sip of the drink. Herda says, see? I told you, and looks shocked. Is it gonna be full-size Herda? Screw them! That's so cursed. The puppet, as Screwlub, says the light texture caused a slight fluctuation in my emotional index. Allow me to raise my glass in honor of your skill. Herda says, huh? Yeah, is that supposed to happen with even the appearance changing? Like, Herta says, why? Don't you want to become me? And the puppet says, logic. Mr. Screwlum possesses mastery over knowledge. I wish to become like him, a sovereign of knowledge. Herta says, humph. Didn't expect that. Ambitious, aren't you? But really, is there truly no one else you wish to become? At Herta's urging, the puppet took another sip of the drink. I guess every sip gives you a different minute. It's all the Genius Society but Herta. It's kind of funny. Herta says, why this choice this time? And the puppet, as Runmei, says, Madame Runmei is someone who has earned recognition from Madame Herta. And Herta says, that reason. I suppose it holds up. She's like, yeah, fair enough. But really, there's no one else you want to become. And at Herta's urging, the puppet took a third sip of the drink. And now we're Stell. I guess there's two of somebody looking back at each other. So the puppet, as Stell, says, the first time I saw her jumping freely and flipping through documents without a care on the space station's surveillance footage, something strange surged through my circuit board. That was a kind of freedom I had never known. I want to dash across the universe like the Astral Express. Kid, you're not ready for that. Sure, you're not ready for that, kid. The puppet says, I don't want to run simulated universe tests anymore. I want to roam the real universe. Herta says, hey. Cute. So while Herta's busy fixing her puppet, might as well name the drink. We could do sudden self-awareness or puppet took off the mask. Sudden self-awareness is funnier. The puppet's back. Herta says, this seems a bit too sudden and a bit too self-aware. So we say, all right, that's it. Just jot down the drink names and effects. I feel like we didn't do what she wanted, but sure. So real Herta coughs and says, that's because the data is true and transparent, and no one falsified anything out of personal preferences. While the puppet says, Madam Herta. Finon started talking. Finon, this isn't the time. I love you, but this isn't the time, sweetie. The puppet does say, Madam Herta is as transparent as the sky. Madam Herta's morals are impeccable. So now they're at they're just standing here for the event. So we can welcome the next guest at the temporary bar. It's kind of annoying that we have to go in and out every single time, but it is what it is. So we have another little bit here. My box is covering part of it, but it's fine. It says, still feeling inspired. The customer is still here. Should you have unfinished inspirations, seize the moment and keep mixing. What do you want? Yeah, we'll do the unfinished ones. Sure. So Herta says, the puppet just sent me the latest sensory beacon data. Seems the flavor was decent. So we think that this recipe might have more potential. So ready for another glass. I'm curious with this one because this one was weird. Herta says, I prefer being the all-seeing observer over being a test subject. Go ahead, you can let the puppet try again. The puppet then says, it's an honor to serve Madam Herta. All right, so do we need to do extra large then? Maybe. Do more ice because it just looks better. Flavor goes extremely bitter. So now we just have this one. So extremely bitter, meaning negative sweetness. For sure, we'll just add those two. An extremely rebellious personality. So rebellious, we would need negative of the other one. So we add 2 Blossom Dew. But we need more bitter. So we'll add another ultimate syrup, maybe? It's not right. It's something like this. What if we stir it? The color's probably, yeah, color's nasty. Actually, the color looks like a green tea lemonade. So like, I can't say anything. Now I want a green tea lemonade. I do have a lemonade here, but not the green tea lemonade. No, I specifically want a green tea lemonade now. Okay, try again. So extremely bitter. You know, I'm just gonna restart the mix and use the normal large glass because I feel like that's fine. Extremely bitter. Then we would do Blossom Dew to get rid of that. Or maybe not. No, clear. I'll start over. Okay. I mean, if we just do a whole glass of red sunset sauce, we can make it. That technically counts. Next. I'll give you a lemon on that one. Complete mix. It's giving vampire personality inversion. After drinking, their personality will completely invert. A Pepeshi once drank it and detonated and donated all their wealth. I thought it said detonated because the screen with the little lemon slice was over the text or under the text. So we can hand over the drink. And we did it. Submit. The puppet says, thank you. I'll collect the sensory beacon's feedback data. So the puppet takes a sip of the drink, and we think to ourselves that our hand trembled a little during the mixing. Now this drink causes a complete personality reversal. Hopefully it won't cause anything serious. The puppet isn't saying anything. And Herta says, judging by appearance alone, nothing noteworthy has changed. Was it a misstep, or is the recipe itself flawed? Yeah, don't doubt my skill, Herta. She says, is admitting failure so difficult? It's a common part of any ordinary person's pursuit of knowledge. Does Herta admit failure that often? Also, this event is going to take longer than I thought because we're spending more time with it than probably is necessary. Anyways, the puppet says, Madam Herta's beauty is a miracle of the universe. And Herta says, see, still grounded in facts. The puppet says, beneath her youthful and radiant exterior lies a weathered heart. There may be no greater miracle in the universe. Wait, did she just say that? I'm gonna let her talk. Herta says, huh? What did you just say? And the puppet said, she's always claiming she wants to collect black holes, but the real black hole is the funding budget. Sooner or later, it's going to swallow the entire space station. Herta, I don't know what to say either. Every time you open your mouth, it's just impossible missions. No wonder the space station's employee turnover rate keeps hitting new records year after year. Dear God. The salary's still not enough after all. The puppet is so happy with herself. Herta says, interesting, but every phenomenon has a cause. This one feels a bit too obvious. Herta summoned the fourth mirror with a flick of her fingertip across its surface. She ran a quick inspection. There's the mirror. She says, just as I expected. The mixed drink intensified the thick memoria in the ingredients, which reversed the sycophant algorithm of the replica personality module. No wonder it turned into a Herta hater. Herta says, Herta hater? That actually sounds kind of cute. In any case, the puppet is clearly talking nonsense. The fourth mirror is always objective. Let's ask it and see. She says, mirror, mirror, floating there. Who holds beauty and wisdom beyond compare? Why is she rhyming? The fourth mirror says, connecting to the Penacony network, based on the most liked answer at this location. The answer is, of course, Miss Robin. And Herta says, who even is that? So we think, as expected, recipes of the same name can be mixed into different effects. These special mix recipes aren't to be underestimated. While Herta's busy teaching the fourth mirror a thing or two about being objective, might as well name the drink. So break the norms or haters are fans in denial. See, haters are fans in denial is long, so we're just gonna say break the norms. I don't want the drink names to be that long. This isn't a visual novel. Herta says a decent little spice in an otherwise boring life, but still, it won't make much of a splash. So we think, all right, that's it. Just jot down the drink names and effects. All right, so that's the other one. Big Herta says, in that case, why not have this puppet stationed on the Astral Express? Okay, you're giving us the hater? Awesome. So we say, what are you here for? Digging up information on us? We're like, what are you even doing here? Herta says, the puppet provided updated sensory feedback. Everything checks out, though the rationality index is slightly unstable. That's all for today's experiment. You did fairly well. Consider that a compliment for you. I'm closing up for the day. Yeah, let's stop testing this recipe here. We're not closing up for the day because we still have multiple people. But, hidden menu. Oh, so successfully mix one drink with special effects. And then we need to receive guests once through invitation. So we're still waiting on that one. So we need to complete all the things on the pre-registration list and the hidden menu in order to get, I think it's just a Tracks of Destiny. So nothing too crazy. Next guest. Guest group 2. This might be the only 2 we do in the video because it's already been half an hour. I'm gonna take a drink of my drink actually. Okay, we're good to go. Finon started talking and I cut him off. We say all set up and ready to open. It's Dr. Ratio! So even Dr. Ratio visits lounges, huh? He says, am I not welcome? I can't do a good Ratio voice. I struggle with certain of the male character voices, so it's fine. I'll try my best. He says, I happen to walk into the lounge, and you happen to be here mixing drinks. Low probability doesn't mean 0. Before you start ceaselessly asking questions, let me explain. I really hope Aventurian shows up. I'm begging you, please. Do not separate them, HoYoverse. Dr. Ratio says, I received an invitation from a scholar asking for my guidance. I can't stand fools, but this one is persistent and eager to learn, and flooded my inbox with ridiculous questions. I'm curious who it is. Is it an NPC, like a throwaway NPC here? He says, is the power in the High Elder's Horde just angular momentum? Is this Wolfwall? Heliobi are green. Can they perform photosynthesis? Was it the hammer or the chest that smashed boulder slabs? Is it Wolfwall? I don't know. Yes, somehow this all feels a bit too familiar. He says, I don't expect one conversation to work miracles, but it stops them from flooding my inbox. Or if it stops them from flooding my inbox, I'll gladly take it. That's that. Don't just stand there. Mix me a drink. Did your training teach you to stand idle while the countertop in front of a guest stays empty? Damn, he's so mean. So we think that Dr. Ratio is as strict as ever. Wouldn't students end up in tears from that tone? I would. God. I recall there's a drink recipe named Emotional Intelligence. Maybe it could help with his teaching style. Ooh, I choose you is also the option, but I don't think he'd get it. So we can do any cup. So we'll give him a large wine glass. I feel like, he's not technically from Amphorius, but he vibes with Amphorius. So we'll give him a wine glass. Next, we need to select the ice quantity. And then we have 2 here again. God, put yourself in their shoes, be gentle, watch your language, keep it subtle. So we want gentleness and subtlety, but then the hidden one, harsh, paranoid, and obsessed with perfection, say what's on your mind with no filter, taste extremely thick. So that one I don't no. So we're just gonna go for the loving one, I think. Because I think trying to do this both of like 2 in 1 doesn't really work. You can't combine them like that. You have to do one or the other. So we need gentle. So puffer goat milk for sure. But we also need to keep it subtle. So the subtlety one is the box. So we want minus on subtle. Odd concoction. That is pitch black. And then we need more of you. So technically that's it. So we can make loving. Okay, cool. It's an interesting bit. We can choose our decoration. I think he'd like a mint leaf. Mint leaf vibes, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Complete mix. Sure. Charity incentive. After drinking, the person will compassionately inspire others like a cup of tears about to overflow. It's cute. Yeah, that works. Sushang! Okay, I was close. I was close. Sushang shows up and says, "Excuse me, are you the teacher known as a thinking reed?" Dr. Ratio says, "That's me. You're the one with the white bird profile, right?" See, it would have been funnier if it was a cat. That's more, that would be more Susanna, wouldn't it be? Yeah. Anyways, Sushang says, "It really is you. Forgive my being late. Why isn't the clock working here? I thought there was still time." Welcome to Penacony, baby. Isn't that Sushang? Better not interrupt her in a rare moment of learning. Sushang gives you a thankful glance. She's so cute. So I guess this is what her eyes are telling us. I don't know, man. But we meet again. Everyone's still wandering about, so I slipped away with an excuse. Don't tell Ho in Loglay, where they'll totally make fun of me. Her blinking eyes seem to be speaking to you, but isn't this a bit too much to take in all at once? That's what I was thinking. Like, that's a lot. So we say, before we get started, let's have a drink to clear the throat. So we hand over the drink, charity incentive. Dr. Ratio says, "The pain of being clear-headed is the price of thinking. Only the utterly foolish would dull themselves with drinks. Still, nothing wrong with quenching your thirst." That is totally like opposites. So Dr. Ratio takes a sip of the drink and we say, according to the recipe, this drink helps the drinker encourage others with warmth and compassion. This is gonna be so late. So not late. I was reading his thing. This is gonna be so weird for him. He's even smiling for once a little bit. He says, "Late for your first class. Clearly you have no concept of time. That really is a talent." "I suppose you can also lose yourself completely in study, forgetting even to sleep or eat." Yeah, isn't that logic a bit of a stretch? Sushang laughs and says, "Well, that may be, but to be honest, I'm hopeless at studying." Dr. Ratio says, "Giving up on yourself so quickly. That really is excellency in self-awareness." This is so weird. "Facing your flaws instead of running from them is truly admirable." Sushang says, "Such warm encouragement. The abecedaries at the Lyceum." See, I never finished. I never did the side stuff in Xianzhou, and if I did, I skipped through it. Anyways, they just hit my palm with a ruler. That's not nice. Don't do that. After a while, they all got really good at it. Yeah, that's kind of illegal, actually. Anyways, Dr. Ratio says, "The best learning comes when both teacher and student grow together. Most teachers enjoy working with students who start from the bottom, since there's plenty of room to improve. And you have a great deal of room to improve." I feel like that's more of, that's kind of backhanded, isn't it? Sushang says, "Really?" Yeah, that doesn't sound like a compliment. "I really want to do better, but every time class starts, I get sleepy. I sleep better in lectures than in bed." You know what? She's so real for that. Me too, girl. Dr. Ratio says, "Well, look at it this way. At least you enjoyed a lovely nap, unlike the students who stayed awake and still understood nothing." I've been in both shoes. I've been in both places. Both of them suck. On that note, there's another possibility. Recurrent hypersomnia may result from genetic abnormalities in specific base pairs. Hey! What's kind of funny is that he's like immediately coming for me. And it's like, yeah, I got health problems. You're so right about that, Dr. Ratio. You're probably right about this. I was like, yeah, me too, Sushang. I also would fall asleep in class like every single day and then be forcing myself to not. Yeah, like I'd be like dozing off the entire class and I would just be like, you know, like screaming at myself the whole time. Anyways, this man is coming for my ass. He says, "These can impair immune expression and hinder hypothalamic orexin secretion, causing sudden sleep episodes." He's probably right about that. "Such pathological sleepiness isn't something you can will your way through." This is true. It's not something you can will your way through, but I've done it. I do it too, still to this day. Mark my words. Skill issue, Dr. Ratio. You can will your way. Don't will your way through it. If you have problems with this, please go talk to a doctor about it. I'm working on that, but like still, it's kind of funny to me personally, because I'm like there. But no need to worry. The incidence rate is below 0.02%, and clinical diagnosis requires symptoms to persist for more than 3 months. Yeah, try like 20 years. It's far more likely you're just low on energy. I mean, sure, Dr. H. He's coming for my ass really hard here. He says, are you listening? Oh no, she fell asleep. Oh, I love her. We say she's fast asleep. And then we think that, well, Sushang's napping, might as well name the drink. I like whatever you say. I like that one. Dr. Ratio says, don't add any ingredients unless they're necessary. Add less water next time. Oh, he immediately clocked it. So we think, all right, that's it. Just jot down the names and effects. He's like, don't do that to me again. So we say, can you please talk about what you think about this drink, Professor? And Dr. Ratio says, I suddenly feel that a certain student who I recommended to leave school wasn't all that stubborn. I don't know who he's referencing, but it's fine. Thanks, Finon, for speaking. I literally thought that these flowers down here and from the distance, I'm like, purple man, that's Lygus. Get him, Finon, get him. No, it's not. So we have the temporary bar here. Ratio wants that other drink though, so we'll go do that other one now. He says, a distinctive flavor. Beneath the sourness lies a subtle trace of bitterness. If I'm right, this isn't a typical recipe, is it? No, it's not. So we think that this recipe might have more potential, so care for another glass? Ratio says, if you think words like that can get under my skin, you're completely mistaken. Composure is essential for any true seeker of knowledge. Give me another. Even if you don't explain it, I can still taste what makes it different. Sushang says, what is it? I want a sip too. Yeah, this isn't for kids. I'm sorry, Sushang. She says, quite the penny pincher, aren't you? All right, so large wine glass, once again, more ice. Harsh, paranoid, and obsessed with perfection. So that would probably be heavy on the bluntness, right? So this one is also extremely thick, so we got that one. Soothing soda will do as well. Say what's on your mind with no filter is the blunt. So we need it harsh, because that's instead of gentle. So if we go this way, add another odd concoction. Ugh, but it's not right because blunt is all out. Okay, never mind. Harsh, paranoid, and obsessed with perfection. Let's focus on that one then. So ice soul glad, an odd concoction. No, that's not good. Odd concoction isn't gonna work. So ice soul glad, first of all. And then we need soothing soda, dream jam, maybe another odd concoction, but that gets rid of the bluntness. No, odd concoction is not the right one. So it's ice soul glad. Yes. Dream jam. Dream jam? Oh, it's okay. That's it. So we can hold on. 2 ice soul glad and 2 dream jam. Perfect. I think I want to do it the opposite order, quite frankly. I feel like that would look better. So 2 dream jam and then 2 soul glad. Yeah, that does look better. Okay. Next. I feel like the lemon would look cute on that one. What are we thinking? The lemon looks nice. I feel like I'm gonna do the sliced lemon and the mint leaf the most, just because I feel like it's like, that's what I expect. The lemon, this looks very tropical. Complete. Generosity bestowed. After drinking, the person will generously share all their knowledge. The drink is mainly targeted at teachers suffering from burnout. Teachers are so important. That's a little bit, this one's way too real. Cause like, yeah, even though I've had some really bad teachers in my time, but I've also had like great ones that I don't really remember that much, but like I've had some good ones and teachers worked very hard. I've heard of people having really good teachers. I've never been that lucky. Burnout is so real though. So we say, before we get started, let's have a drink to clear the throat. That's why I have a lemonade on my desk right now, for that exact reason, so we can hand over the drink. Generosity bestowed. Dr. Ratio says, might as well give it a try. Let's see if this drink brings out any progress in you. So he takes a sip of the drink, all that. And we say, according to the recipe, this drink enables the drinker to share all their knowledge when teaching. So Ratio says, since you're so eager to learn, I have a few courses here. Master even one of them, and it'll serve you for a lifetime. Sushang is so, look at her. She says, I've attended lectures by many famous teachers, but as soon as I hear their opening remarks, my eyelids start getting droopy. Ratio, what is that face? He says, don't worry, I'll make sure you learn it all. The first lesson, reading. I'll teach you the memory palace technique, the forgetting curve, rare characters, and effective speed reading. How does that sound? Sushang says, nope, not learning. That stuff is ancient. Everyone's listening to the storyteller's audiobooks at the Sleepless Earl nowadays. I want to learn something more interesting. They're not gonna get along. Ratio says, academic standards these days are really going downhill. The second lesson, common knowledge. I'll teach you how the stars move, historical tales, life tips, and the laws of physics. I don't think the laws of physics are common knowledge, Ratio. Deal? And Sushang once again says, nope, not learning. When I did the chest-smashing boulder trick, little Gwei taught me a bunch of physics stuff, like forces just match up. Yeah, you really need to relearn that, Sushang. Because that's not, the forces are different, I think, is the whole bit there. Ratio says, this is unacceptable. The third lesson is titled Logic. I'll teach you deductive reasoning, probability, critical thinking, and metaphysics. What do you think? See, I think some of these should be in the common knowledge bit, like deductive reasoning would be nice. Especially, can we put critical thinking in the common knowledge? Please? I'm begging. Maybe throw in some media literacy as well would be great. Sushang once again says, nope, not learning. We never use probability in daily life anyways. That's on you. Speak for yourself, Sushang. Have you ever played a gacha game? I've been using probability every single day. Dr. Ratio says, that's not quite true. Some games may look like luck on the surface, but behind them are intricate mathematical calculations like Honkai Star. I'm kidding, but also not. The Celestial Jade, you know, works exactly like that, Ratio says. So Sushang says, now that makes sense. But Jingtui always wins at cards, and she's never studied probability, has she? Still not learning. Ratio says, if there's nothing you want to learn, then let me teach you how to catch a lightsaber barehanded, make a Tuskper jump through fire rings, and smash a star skiff on your chest. How about it? Sushang says, huh, now that actually sounds fun. And Ratio says, just don't say I was the one who taught you if anything goes wrong later. He's like, I had no part in this. You didn't hear it from me. So we think that while Dr. Ratio enlightened Sushang, might as well name the drink. And we have metaphysical bath soak, which is actually kind of fun. Or 1 extra point wipes out 1,000 competitors. I mean, I'm kind of okay with both of them. Let's go for the bath soak. Ratio says metaphysics. Drop out if you can't hack it. Damn, okay. So we think, all right, that's it. Jot down the drink names and effects. It's the same line every time. So we can ask Ratio, do you know a thing or two about Celestial Jade as well, Professor? And he says, a little bit. My conclusion is that anyone who wagers their fate on a card table has probably never studied probability. That's so true, bestie. Like, I might not remember anything from it, but I did take AP statistics in high school at the urging of everyone who was not me. I did not want to take AP stats. I will say that right now, and I would not recommend it either. Normal stats is fine, thank you. But I do think maybe taking the AP stats, as well as I had to take another statistics class in college. I do think taking stats twice may have altered how I view gacha games. Just a little bit. Just saying. But Sushang says, it's a great honor to receive your teachings, Master. Okay. I feel truly enlightened. Rest assured, I won't slack off. I'll continue learning, asking questions, and striving for a scholarly path. She's so cute. Ratio says, forget about it. This path is far too rough for you. That's so mean, but we can close up for the day. Yeah, we're done with this recipe. We're done. Bye. You two need to leave. So we did the second group of guests. I feel like we did mix one drink with special effects, so maybe we don't need to do all the other ones. I don't know. Well, I'm probably going to do the whole thing. I'm having fun with this event. So it's only been 50 minutes, and you know what that means. Guest number 3. We'll do them in this video. If I was smart, I would probably try to do the whole event in this video, but that would get way too long, so that might be smarter to just not do that. I once again cut fine on-off, but ready for the day. I wonder who will walk through that door today. Oh, it's Topaz and Numby. I love Numby so much. I love Topaz as well. Don't get it twisted. But Numby. I just need a few more days about the pain. She's the I just need a few more days line is supposed to be like, please give me more time on my loan. Welcome to the house stories, Topaz. She says, well, look who it is. That explains why Numby insisted on bringing me here. Ooh, have your drink mixed by a Penacony shareholder. Now that's marketing gold. Numby, don't you smell a business opportunity? Numby makes little... You know, if they weren't gonna voice this, at least we have Numby noises. I'm okay with that. Are you interested in becoming an investor, Topaz? She says, sure, why not? What's the projected return and risk profile? Just email me a proper assessment report. But anyway, I've been absolutely run off my feet lately. Transferring Penacony's ownership seems simple on paper, but the reality is far more complex. Years of questionable bookkeeping and all the subtle family power plays, all the subtle family power plays are mentally exhausting. Okay, did not. Weary oinking. I love Numby. Topaz says, see that? Numby's gotten skinnier from all the work. Let me fix something to perk you up. We got this, Topaz. So we could think that I see a recipe here labeled relaxation. And we say, this drink will help you unwind. Just what you need to shake off that work stress. Topaz says, sounds good. Here's a quick investment tip. Actually trying something yourself beats reading 1,000 feasibility reports. Coming up right up, my angel investor. Topaz, I love you, sweetie. All right, so select a cup. We can do any, so I'm gonna do the large wine glass again. I feel like that's just a good size to like mix things. More ice. I don't know why that there's the different cup sizes in the ice. Probably just to give it like the illusion of choice, but everything's like kind of just up to you. So it's like, why? All right, so we're gonna start with surprise. Sweetness brings happiness, and we can embrace a relaxed mindset. So we want something sweet and relaxed. That's what we're going for. So up on the sweet, up on relaxed, mellow and intense can be whatever. So Dream Jam is probably a no, because that is minus on the relaxation, and we don't want to be anxious. That's no good. But I think we're gonna have to play with it. So we'll have to start with Dream Jam. Then we need red sunset sauce. Dream Jam, red sunset sauce? No, that's not gonna work. Okay. This one's hard. Do we maybe want to do the second one first? Super intense flavor, gets people extremely anxious, and has 3 color layers. See, that seems not like what we'd want here. Okay, so it's 3 different drinks. We do know that. Intense and anxious. So we want for you, rejuvenating. And we have 3 color layers. These ones are hard. I think we'll do one of these and then we'll split the video and we'll do the other one in the next video just to kind of split it down the middle because there's 5 different customers. So to do 2.5 and 2.5 is probably how we should do it. And this one's gonna take me a minute. So sweetness. Okay, we don't need full sweetness. Okay, that helps. Relaxed mindset. So I don't think we need to go full in either direction. So one of you, relaxed mindset. So this one's hard. I think Dream Jam we need because of the, but maybe not. Maybe we do Blossom Dew instead. 2 Blossom Dew and 2. Oh no, I mixed that up because I thought I need a minus on that one. So Blossom Dew, add 2 of those, and then we need Relax. So that actually counts, not the Dream Jam. 2 Blossom Dew, red sunset, and that actually does it. So do we want to restart and use a small glass? I think I'm going to do it. Mini wine glass, because that's only 3. So it was Blossom Dew, red sunset. Oh, what was the last one? See, now I'm forgetting what we did. Well, actually 2 Blossom Dew and 1 red sunset makes surprised. So we'll just do that. I want to restart because I want to do a different order. 2, we'll start with the red sunset on the bottom because having the darker color on the bottom just looks better. What if we stir this one? Yeah, okay, that's a pretty color. Okay, we'll do that. Add a lemon. Or does mint do lemon? It's yellow. Moment of surprise. After drinking, the person will experience a moment of surprise. Many customers claim to see aha waving at them after drinking it. I don't know if that's what we needed, but anyways, hand over the drink. Moment of surprise. Submit. Topaz says, thank you. Here's to those rare moments of downtime. So Topaz takes measured sips, approaching the drink like a quick coffee between meetings. We say, according to the recipe, this drink helps the drinker experience a moment of delight. Okay. Topaz says, what's happening? Am I dreaming? Numby makes little happy noises too. She says, I smell something valuable in there. I'll take it. So we can say, open it. It's a little trotter. Cute. They're communicating. Topaz says, wow, it's a fluffy trotter. Just look at that glossy coat. A mimic coming right up. Topaz says, you clearly don't get Trotter's appeal. IPC's pet-friendly workplace even has a designated Trotter section. When overtime leaves you drained, just cuddle one and you'll feel instantly energized. It's literally, the IPC is literally like Silicon Valley. It's kind of funny. With like all the like extra amenities things. I just knocked over a bottle of nail polish. Don't worry about it. But Topaz says, quick, check what's in the second chest. All right, open it. It's a bird. Bonabird. Bonabird says, tweet, Topaz, in light of your excellent work in Penacony, the Strategic Investment Department has approved an increased performance bonus in the following rank adjustment. From P44 promoted to P44.1. That doesn't seem like much, but she seems happy about it. Topaz says, thank you. Recognition from the IPC is its own reward. Topaz girl, get a new job, please, I'm begging you. They're taking advantage of you. Topaz says, is there something even more delightful in the last chest? Open it. Wait, what is that face? It's Boot Hill! Oh my god. He says, okay, oh, should I do it? Wait, if I have to read it, I can give him an accent. Okay, let's do it. I'm not gonna be able to keep a straight face. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Boot Hill says, put your hands up, modal fudgers. Special delivery. Just tell me where that shirt bag Oswaldo is hiding, or you'll be sorry when you're staring down the barrel of my gun. Take him out. Take him out, especially because I think Oswaldo is the auto XP possibly, or an auto XP. Take him out. Topaz says, how did this fugitive sneak in here? Numby, put him back where he came from, right now. Numby performs a spectacular body slam, effortlessly neutralizing the unwelcome intruder. Does that mean she doesn't like Oswaldo? That's kind of funny. So we think Topaz sealed the box tightly and has a good chance to name the drink. Are you happy or daydreaming again? Daydream again. We'll go with that one. Numby gives out a sigh-like groan. And Topaz, they're all stacked on top of each other in the background. Oh my god. Topaz says, chin up, Numby. One day, dreams might just come true. So we jot down the name and effects. And that's that's daydreaming again. So we say the effects of the drink mix are pretty surprising in a good way, no? And Topaz says, care to explain how becoming a wanted criminal is good? What do you mean we're a wanted criminal? So we'll start with Topaz and Numby again next time. Just break that because I'll keep staring at it. God, Final is so pretty. I forgot I was using him because I had been in the Astral Express doing endgame for a minute. So, God, he's pretty. We're gonna have to split this into 2 videos though, which I kind of figured. I'm like, Star Rail events usually take like 2 hours if I'm doing them for content. So it probably would, I would figure it would be 2 hours. So what are we still at? We need to finish the 3rd group of guests, which we are in progress with because I only did half of Topaz's bit. We need to receive guests through invitations once. We'll try to get that done in the next video. And then so we're like basically halfway through. So that should be fine. I probably will go take a lap around my apartment and then immediately do the next part. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!